Alright, well, everything's going to be a little bit cursed because, like I said, this is a fresh install. Wow, the sound is so loud. I might have to turn down the sound of the game. Holy crap. Alright, so here we are in game number 1 of our, well, first best of 2 of the day. Green team in the northern spawn will be Coven here on Sleeping Giant, running Wisconsin, Lauria, San Martin, Stalingrad, Quebec, Smarland. Meanwhile, for SSS in the red team in the southern spawn, they're going to be running Ohio, Siba, San Martin, Castilla, Salem, Minotaur, Gearing, Quebec, and Lucian. And I'm going to turn down some audio because holy fuck, it's loud.
Action stations.
Yeah, that was very loud. Okay. Oh, yeah, that should be not too bad now. Let's take a look at some builds really quickly. Starting off with the green team. So, Quebec here are going to be running Fearless Brawler. I'm going to move this over here so I can see it easier. We got Fearless Brawler, Concealment, BFT, Adrenaline Rush, Improved Adrenaline Rush, of course. Same build on that club. Is that the same build on all 3 clubs? Same build on all 3 clubs, no leg mod or anything like that. Smalland going to be running RPF, Improved Adrenaline Rush from Jersey Swirsky. Got Stalingrad here, going to be running Reload mod. Top grade gunner. Wisconsin here, relatively standard looking build. Got San Martin, outnumbered RPF, improved survivability expert. Stalingrad here, range mod on that Stalingrad. And then the Lauria, well, a relatively standard looking build as well. Although he is running Vigilance, which is a bit of an oddity. Let's take a look at the red team builds. Gearing with the legendary module RPF, no survivability expert, which is an interesting one. Could be dangerous if you eat a random torpedo. Going for full torpedo spec. The Kleber here is going to be running Fearless, Swift and Silence legendary module. That's a leg mod Kleber. Minotaur here is going to be a radar Minotaur, RPF, etc. CBA, no prop mod. He's going to be taking DCP mod in slot 4. We have the Salem here, who has not spec'd his commander. Oopsie daisies. San Martin, Ohio with no concealment expert. Lucian, Fearless Brawler BFT. And Castilla with Eye in the Sky. Let's take a look at the initial deployments. Oh my god, where are the minimap no ship names? Be on, thank you. Oh god. Yeah, like I said, there's gonna be a few teething pains to work through. Let's move that back over there for now. Alright, initial deployment, sending over the A-cap for the green team. We have San Martin just kiting around here. Wisconsin not going to be getting involved. Stalingrad going to be mounting on this island. Probably going to be positioning up to, probably moving up to this island. Small going to be reversing into this cap. The Triple Colbert Death Squad went for an early spot here, try and get involved in a fight there, but now they're going to be rotating over here, looking to go down here. We have Stalingrad, who's going to be looking to mount one of these 2 islands, and Laria sits up here and just, you know, shoots at things. Meanwhile, for the red team, we have Lucian going for the contest, can hydro lock this entire cap. We have Castilla kiting, looking to fight anything. San Martin going very deep with his radar. And then we have Ohio bowing, might be looking for a push at some point. Salem going to be mounting. This island does not have full coverage with his radar on that cap. Siba hovering here, looking to find out whatever's in one of these caps, farm it through the face. Then we have Gearing Minotaur heading over there with the Kleber for spotting. As we can see, early caps were taken. Home cap was taken by SSS. Now the luxury of this Kleber having the legendary module will mean that he will outspot all these Klebers, but if they run at him fast enough, they might catch him and cause him to suffer. He does spot some of the Klebers. He needs to turn away immediately before he gets spotted in return. He is spotted, and those Klebs will be looking to open up on him, and his engine boost is running out. Meanwhile, there's about 30 seconds left on all these Klebs' engine boost, so they can probably just chase him down. Did not take the improved duration on his engine boost, whereas all of these Klebs did, meaning they are just going to run him down. Legbot Kleber just got caught out by the wolf pack and suffering for it. DCP burned, and Kleber goes down first blood, going over to Coven. It's going to be painful as well. They do still have the Gearing and Minotaur to hold back this for a while. Bit of return damage towards the Klebers. I think he might have taken a torpedo there. And speaking of taking torpedoes... Oh, no. There's a bit of a decent issue there. Minotaur radar will be spotting this Kleb, and he's going to be raining down shells into him. Smarland going to be contesting B. As we saw before, the Salem does not have full coverage with his radar on that cap, but he did deny him briefly. Laria takes gearing torpedo there. Colbert, Wolfpack, all going to be opening up and starting to farm out this Sibber. Smarland did take the B cap. A cap fully in control of SSS though. But now we're just going to watch as the Wolfpack rains down on this Sibber and see how long it takes to burn through him. Because he's not going to be having a very good time here, right? Turns to get himself away. He's going to be taking a couple of Laria salvos on the return out as well, though. Along with Stalingrad salvos into his broadside. Along with everybody else that wants to get involved, too. Laria salvo not doing too much right now. Salem getting a little bit of chip onto the Stalingrad over there. $31k he took from the Stalingrad on the broadside turn, though. Minotaur needs to be very careful. He has Stalingrad that overmatches him. He has the Laria that overmatches him. And the 3 Klebas definitely hurt him as well. And Gearing not gonna... Well, Gearing does have a resmoke available for him, though. Stalingrad going to be advancing forwards now, along with his Laria and Triple Clever. Lucian getting caught by... I don't even know how he got caught. But the Sam Martin and Smarland are both getting onto him, and he's going to be taking a lot of damage right now. The heal is running, but Lucian's heal is a very slow burn. Big chunk into Sam Martin. Shell's still flying in towards Lucian. Lucian does get dark for now. He does get out. So he's going to be able to use them heals slowly and just sit inside the Thunderdome for a while. Salem has walked into B cap. He's going to be very careful that he doesn't get spotted because Stalingrad and Laria will both be looking for him. Kleber taking a bit more damage from this Minotaur again. Minotaur radar was active. Stalingrad radar comes out, does spot the Minotaur in the smoke. And the Minotaur is now going to suffer. As we see, everything opens up on him. And the Laria will pick up the kill. That's 2 kills to 0 in favour of COVEN right now. And Kleber did manage to escape over there. Let me also turn on minimap opacity. Because, you know, these are all things that I would like to have enabled. But, you know, fresh fucking install, so... half these things are missing. So, 3 caps currently in favour of SSS, however, they are down 2 ships. Sibber is caught out in? He turned himself back in, and now, well, the Calders are just going to be like, alright, free food. I don't see him surviving this. Yeah, Sibber being turbo-focused by that Kleber Wolfpack. I mean, this Kleber should probably stop shooting, but, you know, he's alive for now. Secondaries still coming in from the Sibber, though. That does take him down with the secondaries. That was a bit of a free, that was a bit of a freebie there. Stalingrad getting caught on the crossing here by the Salem, and Castilla just takes a giant chunk. Coming in from, what was that, the Wisconsin? Wisconsin hit him for 24k there. Ohio takes some torpedoes from the Smarland in the background there, too. Sam Martin radar does deny the Smarland access to the A-cap. Now we have this awkward situation with the Castilla and the Stalingrad, though. Stalingrad does take the D-cap. That's going to neutralize points. It's going to be 1 point in it for now. Lucian going to go behind that island, but obviously that island doesn't always break line of sight, and Stalingrad and Wisconsin are going to be looking for him. He's caught in Stalingrad radar currently, so that'll be why. Laria salvos towards Lucian as well. And Lucian gets absolutely murderized by the Stalingrad. Torpedoes coming in towards the Coven Stalingrad, though. Yeah, should be able to trade for him. Or he can just dodge every torpedo, but he has given broadside to Salem, so that should take him out. Right? Hits him a bit far back. 0 damage on that salvo. Stalingrad gets the heal. Stalingrad down to 1,000 health. Castilla goes around the corner, just pick him up. Okay.
The enemy is about to win.
Well, this is getting bloody. So Castilla looks like he's going to the backstab C right now. Try and take that cap back. Smarland did manage to take A, but now the San Martin's like walking at him. Although he is screened by his own San Martin. San Martin is now suffering. Did not actually manage to get to the cap he wanted to take. He is dark for now, but he needs to be very careful. Wisconsin also going to be, you know, denying this Salem's exit towards the caps. Smarland has found the San Martin, or more accurately, the San Martin has found the Smarland. Now, if the Smarland like wants to angle to the San Martin, he can't really do much damage to him. But if he wants to sail a flat broadside to him, never mind. All of the Smarland's torpedoes have whiffed. And the Smarland is giving full broadside to San Martin and not taking any damage. Okay, understandable. Have a nice day. Yukikaze on the San Martin is taking a bit of a battering here. He does not have the heal available for another 8 seconds. He can go down here. Does go down, in fact. He's going to points further in favor of Coven. What is happening with the Salem, Wisconsin, and Stalingrad? The Salem has walked around the corner and has found the Wisconsin in the face. However, there's Alaria. You might be able to trade. He takes down the Wisconsin. If anything, right now, I think all he can hope for is maybe to try and get a ram on the Stalingrad before he goes down. Well, Salem being focused by everything still, including that Laria. Stalingrad switches focus over at the Castilla. Is the Salem going to get this ram off? Doesn't look like it. He's being pounded. Yeah, he's not going to make that ram. Okay, Coven pick up another kill, and that's going to be 3 ships remaining for SSS. We have the Gearing over there. We have the Castilla over here, who is relatively low on health right now. And finally, this Ohio over here, who is denying A currently, but that's all he's doing. Well, he's also eating torpedoes. That's another thing he's doing. Well, Castilla probably going to go down very shortly, and that will end the game. Well, all the points can just take a little stand itself anyway. Coven will take game 1 of this best of 2. Map 2 will, however, be Land of Fire, and I think we might have map intro videos. Let me go see if we got the map intro video. Maybe we do. We'll find out. No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't have a map. We don't have a map intro video. Actually, I think we do. I just think we don't. We have one for that map. Hang on, let me have a look. Maps, videos. Yeah, we're missing one for Land of Fire. We have them for Hotspot, Loop, Northern Waters, and Sleeping Giant, though. Okay, well, we'll play them when we have them, if we remember to, anyway. I don't know why we're on the map ban scene, anyway. Ship bans. Yeah, best of 2 scene. That's where we want to be. Okay, Land of Fire will be the next map. have pings in like 6 different channels. I'm so confused. I'm being pinged and it's like, oh yeah, if you need a game 3, I thought these were best of 2s. In which case, I am very confused. I think Dragic's just having brain ligma apparently. Alright, anyway. So I try my hardest to get rid of all these pings just so I know that there's actually an important ping. There we go. Okay, I've cleared all my pings on the KotS Discord. There shouldn't be anything that I need to know about anymore. Alright, one of the players for SSS needs a PC restart real quick, so I could have a few minutes. There was a question from Twitch chat during that last game if the Dutch ships were banned. No, none of the Dutch ships are banned. You're allowed to bring Willem de Earth, you're allowed to bring Glue, Utrecht, Prince on Orange, and Tromp. All 5 are allowed. Just double check that I actually went the winner scene, because I have some stuff that's not quite working correctly. That's fine. Yeah, we'll go with that one scene, and then next scene. Alright, here we are in game number 2 of the best of 2. Green team will again be Coven. They're going to be running Wisconsin, Incomparable, Castilla, Stalingrad, Prince Adalbert, Gudenloo, Z42, Daring Smile. Hey look, Glue's not banned. Also, Prince Adalbert is allowed, because that's a thing. Okay, next up, we have the red team in the Southern Spawn. Going to be running Libertad, Ohio, Castilla, Salem, Minotaur, Utrecht. Look, Utrecht's not banned either. Gearing, Clavet, and Lucian. So let's take a look at some builds. Starting off, we have... right, I'm going to move this over here, and we're just going to, like, leave it there. And I'll just close it later. Okay. Z42, Hydro Mod, Reload Mod, Castilla, IFHE Castilla? IFHE Castilla, okay. What the what caliber are your guns? 254. Okay, that gets you 50mm. Alright, that's an option. I guess it might be good at farming pet rows and Stalingrads. I don't know. It makes, okay, that's a thing. That's a thing. Next up, we have the Small Fearless. No, you're not running Fearless, actually, just RPF, Adrenaline Rush, Concealment, Superintendent. We got the Prince of Dalbat, who's going for secondary build, full secondary build, actually. We then got the Gudenloo, who's going full airstrike build, including slot 4 and 6. Incom, with a relatively standard-looking build there. Then Stalingrad with range mod, once again. And the Wisconsin. Let's take a look at the red team builds. Gearing, once again, not going to be running the Survivability Expert. Got the Castilla here. Minotaur is again going to be Radar Minotaur. Got Salem here. Heavy AP, no Survivability Expert. We've got the Ohio here. No Concealment Expert, not running Prop Mod either. Lucian, not taking Superintendent. Libertad, full secondary, also slot, yeah, you got built-in prop mod, haven't you? Utrecht, full airstrike, including slot 4, but not 6 though. And then Clavet, legendary module once again. Although not running last stand and also not running prevent and maintenance, that might be your downfall if you get spotted again. What was your downfall last game when you got ran down? Did you also take, did you replace engine mod? No, you don't have the engine boost duration mod in there either, which I would recommend. Because we saw that he got ran down because the enemy Clevers still had their engine boost ready. Or active even, and he didn't. Taking like the initial deployments. Over to A, we have a single Castilla. We have Daring reversing into B, Z42 playing Hydro, but on the island next to it, Wisconsin support, and everything else is heading over there. So we have the Smiland, Adalbat, Incom, Stalin, and Glue. That's a big push heading over that side. You know, for the red team, we have Gearing, Castilla, Minotaur. Gearing, Minotaur, the Smoke Radar combination. Lucian, Hydroing right now, looking for the contest. We'll be spotting this Daring soon, I think. We've got Salem and Ohio in support. Minotaur Radar comes out, doesn't find anything. And we've got Libertad, Utrecht, and Clavet all hovering over here. This is the leg mod Clavet. He can spot quite deep. But he will have to take a bit of a battering from the Smiland should he run into him. Along with, you know, everything else that's over here. Yeah, Daring was caught in the Lucian's Hydro there. Edges himself back to the corner. Salva's coming in from Wisconsin and Z42. Lucian decides he wants to sit in straight a brawl against the opposing Z42. Wouldn't recommend this. You're not going to win this fight very easily. Yeah, you need to get to cover now. Yeah, Lucian took a bit of a whack there and didn't really get much in return for it. Doesn't actually say who did the damage to him, but, you know, I think we make assumptions. Why is my damage meter not working, actually? No. Yeah, the damage meter just isn't working for some reason. Okay. Well, both home caps were taken by the respective teams. A cap was then taken by SSS, by the Gearing. Let's have a look at how this push is developing. Slowly. The question is, are SSS going to react to the fact that there's nothing over this side of the map? Minotaur has pushed forward aggressively. He has found the daring. He's taken a bit of a shelling from the Castilla. Why is this not working though? It's just not working. Okay. Well, we'll collapse it down for now if it's not working. Push continues. Well, SSS have rotated over, and they are going to be able to take B as well now. Smoke comes down from the gearing. That's going to allow the Minotaur to be safely firing onto this daring here. Also a bit of a Castilla involvement as well. The push is finally making some headway over at the 910 line. But they have given up quite a lot of map control in the meantime. SSS did well to rotate off of A to take B as well, and well, they can quite frankly give up the home cap now and just hold B A. Daring survives. Does take a lot of damage, but he's alive. Although saying that, there's still some shells coming in. Yeah, Daring did not enjoy himself there. Minotaur had a bit of a torpedo issue, did manage to dodge them all though from Z42. Utrecht playing the airstrike game over towards the incom, etc. Not really landing anything right now. Libertad being forced to turn and run, as he's going to be the focus of Stalin, Adalbat, Incom, Smalland, Glue, Wisconsin. You know, pretty much everything. But Coven taking a lot of time taking this home cap. Colbert needs to be very careful. He's going to be planning on spotting into all this. But Libertad taking a lot of damage here. He might actually not make it out. He doesn't have any smoke to get him out either.
The enemy is about to win.
SSS still taking away on 3 caps. Coven still not stepping on the home cap yet. Even though they sent 5 ships over here. Sending 5 ships over this side, you want to get into that cap as soon as possible. Yeah, Libertad's going to go down here. SSS not respecting the 5-man push, even though they identified there was nothing over AB. They just did not give the respect needed against this push. Coven now going to be parking up inside of the B cap. But Coven are still going to have to make some sort of play towards B at some point. Because they are still 170 points down. Coven do finally take the home caps. Utrecht did get briefly spotted there, but he's just leaving. He's just leaving. He has no reason to stay around. Ohio has managed to get himself in a bit of an awkward position here. He's going to be focused by Gudenlu airstrikes currently. Doesn't really want to sit and tank for no reason. But they need to somehow find a way to get all of their forces past this line here and contest this. Which sounds a lot easier to say than do, especially when you've only got 3 minutes left to do it. Well, the Ohio is taking a fair bit of damage still. Might give him a bit more time. Well, he's still on 80k. Good airstrikes coming towards him, trying to get some permafires, start whittling down that health. As the Castilla explodes to a Wisconsin salvo. Okay. Well, that's going to provide them a little bit more time. He was flat broadside this Wisconsin. Yeah. The Adalbat there is getting farmed, though. It's getting very... like, breaking this siege here, breaking past this line to get towards this cap is going to be really difficult for them to do. Lucian and Utrecht both farming away at the Adalbat. If they get the Adalbat kill, then I really think they're going to be absolutely crunching the amount of time that's still remaining for Coven to step on that cap. Salem's involved, Minotaur's involved. Like, Coven had a very heavy commit over at the CD caps. They did eventually take them, but it took them so long. And yes, they picked up a couple of kills, but it wasn't enough to offset the amount of time it took them to take that decap. Minotaur Raider comes out, finds pretty much everything, as the Adalbat goes down there. Doing a Hio salvo. And Coven just running out of time and do anything. They have found the Lucian with the Smalland, but I don't know if they'll be able to get that kill. Yeah, Smalland being turbo focused, I think. Glue gets a kill on the Minotaur, though. Minotaur just explodes. Okay, that's going to give Coven a bit more time. The Smalland is still in danger. Big hit on the Salem too. Smalland is going to go down though. Okay, 1 minute remaining. Coven need to make something happen. They need to step on B now. They are farming out this Ohio though. The Ohio's managed to beach himself in this corner. They are laying down a smoke screen for it from the gearing. Ohio does get dark, but there's still shells coming in. Airstrikes too. Permafire. Ohio heal not available. Damage control not available. He shoots as well, so that's going to get him bloom spotted. So Ohio goes down. Stalingrad takes him out. Coven now have 1 minute 20 once again to try and step on this. They have managed to step onto... They have managed to step onto the B cap. But the Z42 is spotted while they're doing it. Be spotted by Salem Radar. How much damage can they get on the Z42? This got messy. Z Hydro not active, has to dodge these torpedoes. Does dodge the torpedoes. Utrecht guns coming in towards the Z. Smoke is available, but he's still caught in the Salem Radar. Opens up onto the gearing. Big hits towards the gearing. Smoke comes down. Wisconsin's going to make his way into B now as well. And somehow Coven have managed to get into B. And they're going to be maybe picking up the gearing kill or the Salem kill. I don't know how they've managed to do this. Utrecht airstrikes coming in towards the Wisconsin, trying to get the resets in this cap. Stalingrad takes out the Salem, and that's going to be it. Coven have managed to take the B cap despite that push stalling out for so long. They even pick up the gearing kill as well. And congratulations to Coven taking that series 2-0. Congratulations, Coven, taking that series 2-0. And we're going to go find out what our next series is going to be. Congratulations once again to Coven. Commiserations to SSS. However, this is not an elimination game. This is just the first in the round robin qualifier stage. Right, 1 second. I'll go figure everything else. Okay. Right, qualifiers. What is my next series? I'm doing NWDE versus CMWR2. Okay, let me go, let's see if I can find this room. NWD are the hosts, okay. Right, let's reset everything and get ourselves set up. As I quickly go do something. Codes, giveaways.